All right, so we'll just review the markets today. First of all, killer trade today was on natural gas. After yesterday's report, it went crazy today and gave a really great opportunity. So, but besides that, the trade on the ES, this actually it was two-sided. See this low? It took out this low, 56.30, and buying came in. Here. I was actually getting ready to buy this, but the damn thing didn't pull back enough. But I knew that over here, this is a shakeout. Right here, this is ending action. And you could tell because at the end of the trend, this is one of the things that happens when it breaks down. And then this green bar was the biggest green bar in 100 green bars. So always you're going to see this behavior where, heavy buying activity, change of behavior wave has a change of behavior bar. That's what this is. And then it got tested here, but damn thing didn't go down enough. And I was looking for a shakeout of these lows, 1, 2, 3, and I was looking for a shakeout that would take out this low and tag somewhere in here for the long, but it just went crazy. And then when price went up, after it took out the longs, it took out the shorts. This thing is, the high here was 5707.75. High here is 5708.25. Again, this like 2 ticks higher, 2 ticks. And so I mean, over here, I thought it was going to stop right here, but it wanted to go all the way up here, and that's where the selling came in, and the puke fest began. So I thought it was going to stop right here. This was a great selling area, but it only rejected a little bit, and instead, basically, the climactic behavior right here. This is the biggest up wave in 40 waves. This is your buying climax, and this is your selling change right here. Biggest down in 18 waves, and then it didn't really pull back, and it would just continue to go down. So whatever the case is, it's just just buy and then sell both sides. And on crude, there was a upthrust. This was the upthrust. Something's going on, because this type of behavior where it goes down this much with so much, such a big wave, this is not good. So, and when it takes a 1, 2, 3 right into that supply zone, that's really not good. And then when it gives you selling change of behavior after the potential distribution, that's also not good. And look what happened. I thought this thing was going to, like right here, hit this selling and then rally, hold, and go. But the sellers had other things in mind, and this selling, this one was very meaningful. There was some selling in the background, but it's not meaningful. This selling is much more meaningful because it was the biggest selling in 33 down waves. 33 down waves. Let that register. So obviously, if you have the biggest selling in 33 down waves, with this distributive action in the background, meaning a trading range in the background, in an upthrust position, it's not going to go up. I thought it was going to go up after it tested this lows, and it rallied like that, but I didn't realize that this was a test of this break, and the selling ensued. So I don't know what to look for here. I'm just going to look for it to go down to 81.63. See what the hell happens there, right? This is in a real bad position. If this is what I think it is, it can initiate a whole downtrend. So because the first pullback, this area of reaccumulation stopped it from going any lower. This area of reaccumulation, high volume area, these springs in here, it went there, boom, the buyers came in, but the sellers are right there selling it. So chances are it's going to try to tap this area again. We have to see if these guys who are doing reaccumulation, who did the reaccumulation here, as you can see, sideways, ding, 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 boom. So they can continue to hold, or will they get broken? If it breaks this area, it's looking really bad for the longs. All right, we have a breakdown here of these levels. This is a big wave, upthrust position, tested the supply area, reacted, change of behavior, selling, distribution in the background, how much pressure, biggest in 33 waves, 5.3 times average down volume. 5.3 times average down volume. It's like nail in the coffin. Anyway, gold. I was actually, I don't know how I messed this one up, but when it took out these lows, you see this low right here? It went to that low price. This here is a cheap price because it's a low. This here is an expensive price because it's a high. So it goes to the cheap price and someone's buying. Someone is buying because it's cheap. This is your cheap trade. And when it reacted off of here, I was pretty sure that selling was done because there's no selling. Look at this. Look at this red. These are all less than average. 0.7 times, 0.5 times, 0.4 times. It's a no-brainer that this selling here is done only in the context of a level. All right, so this is a cheap trade reacting from an area where the trade is cheap. How do you know it's cheap? Because it's a low, and from that low, there's a lot of buying activity. So it's an area or a level that is cheap. If you exceed it and there's buyers coming in, it means they think it's cheap too. It's really elementary logic here. So you want to look at lows and highs as well as volume profile levels, because that's where the prior buying and selling occurred. That's why the volume is high. So those levels are important. So over here, basically, this reacted, but the damn thing didn't pull back enough. I was almost sure that it would pull back, but it just, I don't know what happened. Just boom, 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 just went straight up. That's fine, don't really care. Now I'll tell you where the trade is cheap. Trade is cheap right here. All right, we're gonna look for it to whack this area and see if the buyers think it's also cheap. All right, this is just like elementary. This is a low, this is high, price was low, buyers came in, price was high, sellers came in. What happens? We're gonna go to those highs and lows and see if they think this is an expensive price, they'll sell. If they think this is a cheap price, they'll buy. Buy low, sell high. This is basic. And also the volume profile levels showing you their accumulation and making a decision. So right now I'm just looking at 23.96 because I am pretty sure it's going to get swept. Why? Because it did not take out the high. So chances are it's going to go back down, see what find, low prices here or maybe even lower. Like right here is a good area too. Right here under 23.80, like I don't know what this is, like 23.75. It's also a good cheap price. Why? Because it's near this demand zone It'd be a good area to buy off of. So we're going to be looking at that. At least I will for what is this, oil? I'm looking at 81.63, 81, I mean 80, 81, and 84.52 highs. Could also go up there. So, and the ES, I mean this market is insane. It went down, buyers came in, went up, sellers came in. So they have to take out this low now, 56.20. Why? Because there's a lot of levels. 56.20 or a little bit lower. Take these two minor lows out, like 56.10, and you have so many lows here. This low, you have this low, this low, this low, this low. What's cheap? They already swept this, and yeah, I don't know. I can't really tell. And the ES is a little bit too complicated right now, and acting a little crazy. So, and also the ranges have expanded here. So this is probably because of some news about inflation and all that. What I don't like is that it's difficult to see this because this is the biggest down bar in 100 bars. Very bad. This is the biggest up bar in 100 bars. Very good. So these are next to each other. So that's why there's very difference in in understanding direction. This is a clue that we're bearish. This is a clue that we're very bullish. And they're next to each other, which makes it very hard to understand. So just back off until, you get good levels. All right, thank you, everybody. Bye.